Hey guys, welcome back to the Entertainment Lab. After watching new Netflix show, Equinox, it's really blew my mind and of course yours also. That's why you are here. The story of Equinox gives a little hint of dark and stranger things combined, and at the end of the first season, it creates more mysteries for upcoming seasons to solve. So here I am to answer your every questions that I could in this video. So before that, hit the subscribe button and press the bell icon. The Danish thriller followed Astrid, a 30-year-old journalist. She is accidentally taken back to her childhood and broken soul when she receives an unexpected and rather disturbing phone call. While hosting a late-night phone-in radio show that talks about long-held superstitions and fear, Astrid gets a phone call that connects her to her past, prompting her to go back to Copenhagen, her hometown. She arrives in Copenhagen to find out the entire truth about the tragedy that destroyed her family when she was only 9 years old. Astrid begins dealing with a mystery that remains unsolved for 21 years. It dates back to 1999 when 21 students had vanished into a thin air just as they are celebrating their high school graduation. Amongst them was her 18-year-old sister Ida. Astrid was only 9 when it happened. The incident prompted her to have traumatizingly detailed nightmare about it. As the nightmares worsened, she had to be admitted into a psychiatric ward. But a little did she know that they would somehow help her to solve the mystery one day. As Astrid delves into the dark past of the mystery, everything starts to unravel. The story of Equinox is surprisingly deep-rooted into the Nordic mythology. Hence, understand a bit of mythology is a key in understanding the disappearance of 21 children in Equinox. The show is based on the folklore of Ostara, which is told in different ways, but in Danish and German roots tie it back to the origins of Easter Bunny. Ostara is a spring goddess and a human woman, borrowed from a pantheonic rituals. Ostara falls madly in love with a hare king during the equinox and he returned her feelings to the same extent. However, because of their nature, they could not have a sustainable relationship and had eventually parts away. But even when they are separated, Ostara felt his presence everywhere, discovering eggs in the places they would be in together. This tale is first highlighted in the story when Astrid's father tells it to her as a bedtime story. But what it does is that it foreshadows the ending. Essentially, the show implies that Ida was Ostara all along. And as it runs in the blood, so was Astrid, her real sister. The woman they both considered to be their mother was Lene, who unable to get pregnant. Thus, Lene strikes a deal with the Hare King in form of Henrik, that gave her Ida in the past. The terms of their agreement is that the girl Lene had been gifted was to return to the king at the age of 18 and deliver what had once been promised. However, when Ida had an abortion, she unknowingly broke the pact, making the god furious. In turn, he had kept her and her 20 classmates captive until the deal is fulfilled. Also, because Ostara is set to run into the blood of this family, once Astrid returns to him with his book 21 years later, everything was corrected. All the students who had been long trapped are let go, and the Hare King get reunited with Ostara. However, here's where the supernatural stuff really kicks in. Instead of returning to the real world, though, Ida and Astrid choose to live with the Hare King in another realm altogether. Jakub, Amelia and Flake had unknowingly already paid their part in fulfilling the deal made by Lene and the Hare King to get Ida at him at the age of 18. Hence, when things went south, he spared them and ensured that they will did the same again with Astrid when the time came. But the three didn't have to pay the price for what they had did to Ida. Jakub was clearly punished, losing the woman he loved to the Hare King. Amelia had lost way more than she could have ever imagined. She lost her life, her best friend, and her sanity. Flake suffered mentally every single day until things were set in motion to be corrected once again. Sadly, in the end, Yakub and Flake, knowing that their purpose was fulfilled, took their own lives. Equinox has not been renewed for next season yet, as the show has only just released. However, by the response of the first season has gotten, there is a good chance that there will be Equinox season 2. However, an official confirmation is still awaited. So that's all for the video. Hope you like it. And if you have any more questions related to this, you could ask me in the comment section. And for more such content like this, subscribe to our channel and press the bell icon.